Today we're going to do another math and art project, a pyramid with division strategies. One side per division strategy. You will need materials. One sheet of white paper, pencil, markers, and a black pen. Step 1. Fold a paper into a pyramid. You can use the template that's attached in Google Classroom, or you can fold the way that I'm demonstrating here. Be sure to pause the video or rewind to follow along. I'm showing it fast forward just so you get the big picture. It takes practice, and I had to do it more than once to get the hang of it. But I know you all can do it, fourth graders. All right, then I fold it again just to press it and make it really tight. Step 2, choose a 2-digit division problem. It can be your choice. Make it a big number for the dividend. Then on a scratch paper, you're going to write down the division problem in the middle to organize yourself. Make a quadrant for place value, a second quadrant for area model, a third quadrant for standard algorithm, and a fourth quadrant for check using multiplication and addition. Then work it all out, make sure that you have it correct. Step 4, pencil in one strategy per side of the pyramid. And step 5, label each side. First in pencil, so you're going to use the paper you just wrote on and you're going to label the pyramid. Step 6, use color to show each strategy clearly. So here you can see I've written it in pencil already to save time for you. Now I'm going to go over it in black pen. Some of these choices are just stylistic. I've decided I wanted to label at the bottom and to make a line over. You don't have to, it's up to you. You can use the idea I had if you want to. Or if you have another idea you want to try for your own design, that's great. Just make sure each section is clearly labeled. It's neat how you can connect the sides. See how I'm doing that with the line? So as I fold it over, I kind of see where the line ended on the previous side, and I just connect it to the next. And that's helping me show three-dimensional thinking. Okay, now they're all labeled. Now I'm going to go over the penciled in strategies. So I'm starting with place value. I'm drawing my tens and ones box. I'm thinking really carefully about how I'm using the black pen, but I want to use color to really highlight each strategy so that they're very, very clear. So I'm going to use all my markers. So I've decided I'm going to use red for my place value. So because my problem is 36 divided by 3, I have 3 groups, 1, 2, 3. And I have 1 dot in each group for the 30 and 2 dots in the ones. All right, now area model. I'm going to use another color just to make it really different so they don't all blend together. So my box 36 is going to be the product, and 3 is on the side. That's the width, and then 12 is the length. So I just showed the connection with the place value that I just figured out. Notice that I'm writing down my problem on the tip of the pyramid each time. That's just to keep me focused and remind me no matter which side I'm looking at. The standard algorithm, you use the long division. I'm going to use some different colors here just to show how I do it. If you want to follow this strategy with the color coding, you can. If you have another idea, that's fine too. Do think about how you're using color. So for my ones place, I'm using orange. The remainder is 0 here. If you choose a division problem that has a remainder, that's okay. It's just extra challenging for you, and maybe that's what you're looking for. If you don't want a remainder for yours, just choose one that doesn't have a remainder. Now I'm going to show how to check your work. See how I'm color coding? So I circled the multiplication symbol with red, and I'm doing the multiplication in red marker. And I'm putting it away. The plus for the addition, even though I don't have a remainder, I'm still going to show it just to be super duper clear, and I encourage you to do that too. So I circled it in blue and wrote it in blue. I circled the answer in black. It checks out. the dividend was 36, and that's the answer I got. Now I'm just doing some kind of artistic or stylistic choices just to make my presentation clearer and more appealing. I want you to think about this too. Notice that I don't have everything written very small. I've thought about the design, that's why I did it in pencil first, and I'm using up the entire side of the pyramid. It's important to plan in pencil first, because otherwise you might get too big or too small, and you want it to look well balanced so that it's easy for you to reference when it's sitting on your learning space. So I did the tip in yellow just because I thought it was nice. And it's still really clear. And then at the bottom I decided to balance it out. If the tip's yellow, then the base will be yellow too. And I thought yellow was a good choice for me because it lets the labels really show. It's kind of like I'm highlighting them. So if you're using another color and it's darker and it's hard to read the labels, you might want to rethink that choice. There you go. So here you can see place value and area model, standard algorithm, and checking using multiplication and addition. I hope you enjoyed.